Light and informative, but he thought maybe he'd been missing some running jokes here between them. Letting loose of the steering wheel with his right hand, he patted his waistband, then looked at his phone. No service. He passed a no trespassing sign fashioned from a sheet of plywood and red spray paint, chained impossibly high to a tree limb. A couple of minutes later, another one like the first. He wondered how they'd been hung. The trees were tall and seemed to lean into the road. He pressed on, and soon he pulled up to a metal gate across the thickly wood-lined road. Here the road became private drive. Maybe it had been the entire time. This suddenly seemed like a very bad idea, the whole trip. He looked at his phone again, still no service. The gate, chained and locked, was a clear sign as to how much privacy was valued out here. The scene just passed in shocking contrast to everything he'd driven past since leaving the highway. It was domestic looking, mobile home and garden cover stuff. Through the windshield he saw a cleared yard, a newer house trailer, and what looked like a vegetable garden out back. Before the yard met the woods again. After getting out and walking up to the gate, he saw the lawn was well kept and there were shrubs planted here and there and a small flower bed trimmed in carefully picked stones. A movement caught his eye. A well-built, mocha-skinned woman in a denim work shirt stepped around the corner of the mobile home. She carried a pistol that looked like a six-shooter from some old movies. She held it loose in her hand. Her arm relaxed at her side as she advanced. She walked straight towards him, neither fast nor slow, but in a deliberate way, confident. He thought for just a second about jumping back, running, leaping into the car, slamming it into gear, and peeling out backwards, slinging gravel as he left, but surely he would just crash and burn, and then she would shoot him anyway. She looked the type. It's too late now, she was here. "Put your hands up," she said, firm but not loud. She didn't shout. Her arm still hung loosely from her shoulder, the heavy cowboy gun, both benign and threatening, Schrodinger's pistol. He raised his hands. "What do you want?" My name is, what do you want?" she said again, cutting him off. "Is this the home, Mr. Ray? I'm looking for," she cut him off again, this time by pulling back the hammer on the pistol with her thumb, the metallic click of the cylinder turning he had learned from 1,000 Western films. This time, he nearly wet himself. Still, she didn't lift it, never pointed it at him. Now, he shouted, frightened, "The Terrapin brothers sent me. They said Mr. Ray knew Ethan Blue." The trailer door flew open, bounced back, and Jackie Ray caught it, then slammed it all the way back open again. He held it there and studied the situation a moment. He ever so slightly cocked his bald head and raised an eyebrow. He was naked to the waist, allowing Jude to see how thin and surprisingly muscular he was for a man his age. He was covered in tattoos, ranging in subject from handguns to Jesus. He had a jailhouse picked rebel flag just above his navel and cracker in old English lettering over that. Everything about him looked like something that might be described as prison chic. But the thing that stood out the most were his eyes. Jude would never have said it, but his eyes were as pretty and blue as a little girl's. It was hypnotic to look directly at them. "Y'all go and put that pistol up. Leastways, set that hammer down gentle. Now, son, what do y'all know about Ethan Blue?" "My mama, when I was little, when I was a kid, my mama knew him. I was supposed to write a story about him for a paper. My mama loved him. I didn't really know him. I wanted to ask you about him." Everything went still and quiet, like just before the train noise of a tornado. Jude had no idea what was about to happen. "I brought beer. Case of natural ice. They said you like natty ice." "Nothing." Jude raised a single pleading finger, then turned his palm up and lowered one arm slowly. "They gave me this to bring." He pulled a sandwich bag from the front of his pants, held it up so Jackie could see it. "They gave me marijuana. They said you liked it." After a solid 2-second count, longer than you'd think, The scariest man Jude would ever meet smiled so big he seemed great white. Them boys is all right. Was it Milford or Dirk what sent it? Never you mind, don't matter. He stood to his full height, stuck his chest out and said, ain't no Mr. Ray. Big Mama named me Jackie Ray. I got another last name. Now get that beer in here before it gets any hotter. Pulling the door shut behind him, Jackie Ray disappeared as quickly as he'd come out. Jude turned toward the car, sticking the pot in his pants pocket, and the woman tucked the pistol under her arm and began to work the combination lock with both hands. Thanks a lot.